Eric with Sign Industry Podcast, brought to you by Van Ladder and Signs of the Times magazine. This is actually the last day of the Sign Expo. It's Friday, and we've got quite a few interviews that we're going to be doing throughout the day. One of them is with Lori, the president of the ISA, Alicia, who you will meet later on, who is the winner of the Women in the Sign Industry Award. And we got a couple other things to do as well. But what I'd like to take away from this is the sign industry has come a long way in just the past 15 years. I say just the past 15 years because that's when a lot of the new innovations have come about. Last 15 years, LED signage has really come about. It used to be neon strip lighting, now it's all LED. I remember back in the day you really couldn't trust LED because you'd be looking at it, you're like, well, it's a new thing, let's kind of look at it a little bit and see how this is going to work. But there's a lot of interesting innovations here at the Sign Expo. We didn't cover all of them. However, I am going to try to bring more and more of these people on the podcast as we move forward. I've got a lot of cards, a lot of business cards of people that we're going to be talking on the show as we progress. And also want to announce that we have been invited to go to another convention in the Las Vegas area, and we're excited to be there. So I'll have more announcements on that later. But I guess the big thing I have to take away from this is everybody that I've talked to. And you'll notice that in the interviews that I do when I talk to somebody, I ask them the one question. That is, do you love your job? And I have not run across one person yet who says they do not love their job in the sign industry, which is amazing. I think we're one of the very few industries that can say that. People who work here in this industry can actually say, yeah, I love my job. You'll find out from some of the people that we talk to, you'll see on future videos and whatnot, they say, I got into the sign industry and then I strayed away from it and I went to college, or I did this or I did that, and then I came back and this is where I am now. So it's pretty exciting to see, people start out here, they go off a little bit, and then they come back and they're like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. So once again, I want to say I appreciate everybody who is watching the YouTube video. We're looking very forward to bringing you more and more episodes. I would like you to, and I really hate this, I honestly do. Whenever I watch a YouTube video, I see them say, subscribe and like and all that. I guess I didn't really realize how much that meant, but I guess, if you can subscribe and like us, I would greatly appreciate that. That'll enable us to keep going. This podcast is going to be about the sign people, not necessarily the industry, but the people in the sign industry, and what we can do to make it better, and what we can do to bring back some of the old stuff, some of the old school things that we miss about it. I've talked to a couple of people here that are like, I remember when we used to do that. How come we're not doing that anymore? I miss doing this portion of this or whatever. So let's find out what we can do together to make the sign industry better from the people that are in the sign industry. So I'm going to get ready to go talk to people. Keep watching the YouTube channel today for some new uploads. We're going to be doing interviews and uploading and editing and all that other stuff. So throughout the day we'll have some new ones. We'll have a closeout show, I guess we'll call it, to wrap things up. And I guess that's all I have to say for right now. So once again, this is Eric from the Sign Industry Podcast, brought to you by Van Ladder and Signs of the Times magazine. And I want to say thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.